What is going on, you guys? Bastion Wiseo here, and today it is the 4th of July, actually, so happy 4th of July, Rob, as we're recording this video.
Woo, fireworks everywhere.
You already know we've been having them in Texas, the fireworks, for the past 4 days, even though, I guess, it is what it is. So anyway, Rob, we are here for the July deck of the month, which is, what do you got for us today, Rob?
So it's definitely a debate, because like you'll see a Shaddoll card here, and then it's like, all right, cool, Shaddolls, but it's a branded Shaddoll.
Nice.
I think like the Shaddoll cards supplement the branded cards very well with cards like branded opening and branded fusion, just making all of your Shaddolls like plus ones. Mm-hmm. And like every Shaddoll that you can fuse into, like to make a window, you can also use to make Lubellion, to make also Mirror Jade or window. So it's like you can either make window Mirror Jade, or you can make or you can use your Despia engine to make, or your branded engine to make windows, and you can use your Shaddoll engine to make Mirror Jades, which is really cool. Because you can, just how you can branded fusion send Squamata, you can Shaddoll fusion send Tragedy or Fallen of Albaz. So like that can also get your branded engine started. So it's just a list I wanted to poke around with. I also want to potentially play tier elements when Power of the Element comes out. So that is also a deck I'm tinkering with. So I want to get back into the play of playing fusion cards, as opposed to just grinding out Sword Soul like I have been since before YCS Hartford. But yes, I play for monsters. I play 2 Wendy, 2 Squamata, 2 Hedgehog, 1 Beast, 1 Dragon, and 1 Aerial. So it's a little bit of a higher Shaddoll count. It's actually higher than my Despia account, which is really funny. But when you look at the Despia cards in total, you'll see that there's actually a few of them. So I played 2 of each of the plus ones. This is the Hedgehog's the Search, Squamata's the Foolish, Wendy's the Summon from the deck face down. So if you have any access to any of these 3 with your fusion spells, you access these. These 3 are just like the best cards to fuse with from the hand, and they're the best cards to dish off branded opening. Because branded opening, the other synergy is branded opening discards as an effect, not a cost. So you get your Shaddoll effects when you discard branded opening. So playing the Shaddolls just make your branded opening just like even better, because you get branded fusion and the Shaddoll effect, and it also makes your super poly better because you can make like windows and constructs with super poly, and then you also have the Despia stuff too. Dragon and Aerial, which is like when people play like the Shaddoll and package, is the most known ones you'll see. You'll see Dragon, which is the Amnesty, and Aerial, which is the 80 Crow. These cards just have applications going second. You know, if you go Shaddoll Fusion, you can send App Clone, or you can make App Clone with this and this, and then with 1 card, you get to pop a card, negate a card, or pop a card, banish 3, and then negate a card with the App Clone, and then Beast is a draw. I don't want to play multiple of this, because like since he's a 5, he's very like funky.
Right.
Then for the Despia cards, we have 2 Aluber, 1 Ad Libitum, and 1 Tragedy. That is, I'll put them here, and the 2 Fallen of Albaz. I really just want to... Huh?
As a just 1 Tragedy, interesting.
Yeah, because since the deck focus was more on Shaddolls, I'm never really sending it off of branded fusion. To send, like if I'm going branded fusion, I'm sending a Hedgehog or a Squamata and a Tragedy. But like when you already have access to those cards, you still want the 1 Tragedy. Plus, I think having access to Ad Libitum and a Tragedy, or actually having access to Ad Libitum and Brandon Red is like very like good, because this is also bring back any level 8 or higher. So this can bring like back Construct, and this can bring back other fusion monsters. So having access to this is really important, but I think you just need the 1, because if you have access to branded fusion, you can send like Tragedy or your Shaddolls. But most of the time you want to send your Shaddolls because they're the plus 1. Plus you play like triple branded opening too, so like you'll still see it. It's like it might seem like only 4 Despias, but like you have branded opening, which gets you to whichever one you want, and then 2 Albaz, because I don't believe in just playing one this card. This card's good to draw because you can hard fuse with it if you hard rip it, and then worst case you can just like normal summoning it and it fates in a gate, and then you can like super poly into it too. So like playing this as a normal is not that bad. And then 3 for Edgem Chain. This card is crazy. This card, oh my god. It's like you fuse, then you get another fusion spell and another monster. Like this, oh my god. This card works with Rebellion. This card works with opening, Rebellion. If you have to like post side, if you play like Twin Twister, you can just like Twin Twister chuck this. You you get to pop 2 cards and search 2 cards like that. This card's really good. Oh my god, this card's just so good. And it's a dark.
Do you think?
That's the other thing.
Do you think it's worthy of being put on the Forbidden Limited list?
Oh no,
I think Patchwork.
If I wouldn't hit either of these cards, I think having cards like these that are generic is fine. Like, this card has always been good. It's just it hasn't been a deck that's like properly utilized it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 3 stacks. The Team Canyon Games. He was the only person to like play this card in Shaddoll because he like saw the utility of this. So like this card has been good for a while. This is just like the first time where it's like actually being like played.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that makes this engine broken is that in Despia you have a low card economy a lot of the time because you're fusing. So like you'll get +1s here and there, but like pitching off Lubellion or hard fusing, it's like your card economy is very low. So like this and Patchwork just mitigate the cards you lose from fusing.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think this is like a very good like +1 to +2 engine, but I don't say it's like ban worthy. It's like ban branded fusion. Like if you're gonna ban something, like branded.
Asking on For's behalf. Want to make sure he's still okay.
Yeah. Want Fairy Tail Snow. I wanted a main deck late. I was actually I was playing the Dogma stuff, which I took out. Like I was just playing like a very small. I was playing the bare minimum on the Dogma stuff. But the thing about this is like these cards, like you never really want to use them as lights. You'd rather use Fairy Tail Snow. It's like Nadir is the only really good part of the package. So like if I'm playing, for like better term, 3 bad cards and 2 good cards, for that I just take them out and play like good cards, like that actually like let me play the game or actually like advance my state. And like this card's just crazy. Like floating this off Shaddoll Fusion going second is when you go construct. So like when you go Shaddoll Fusion going second, if you want you can send this, and then you still have access to the pop and the DD Crow. You just don't have the effect negate. So like having this, and then you have the disruption like while you're going second, and like this is another good card to like discard and stuff. So like this card just should not have come back. Then that's it for the monsters. This deck plays a lot of broken spells. First off, 3 branded fusion. Weird. This card's crazy.
Broken spell.
Yeah, broken spell. Branded opening. Broken spell.
Another one.
Branded red. Broken spell. Shaddoll fusion. Broken spell. 2L Shaddoll fusion. Broken spell. Rifle Patchwork. Broken spell. Poly. Very broken spell.
Ah, you got the right artwork too, my man.
Yes. Super Poly. Very broken spell. Forbidden Droplet. Broken spell. Foolish Burial, broken spell. Call Villager, broken spell. So just to like backtrack a little bit, just because I just wanted to clarify how many broken spells the deck plays.
All of them.
So yeah, so like you max out on like the 3F spells that you want to like open, which should all branded and branded fusion. Because when you go second, or you're going first, this will set you up plays, and then going second, this will also set you up plays. Also, I'm gonna put Patchwork in there as well. Like I'd rather draw Engine Chain than Patchwork because it like when you draw it that way, you get to go fusion, add card, get the 2 spells, fusion, fusion again versus like this. To this gets you fusion monster. You get 1 fuse, and then you search a card that you can't use until the end of the next turn. So like that's why I don't mind only playing. That's why I won't play 3 of this, but also 3 chain. I thought about playing 2 of this. I set it out a lot when I do summon, stuff like that. Then 2 regular Poly, 2 El Shaddoll, and 2 Brandon Red. The 2/2/2s, like these are cards that like are a lot like worse. Like drawing this card is fine. Like drawing Poly and El Shaddoll is very fine. Brandon Red needs a little bit of setup, but having access to multiple of them, like especially when you're going second, because you can go like Shaddoll Fusion, send Albaz, make Winda, use Dragon, force their Brandon Red, and then they'll Brandon Red try to do something. And then you go, cool, Brandon Red, target my Albaz, banish the window, the Albaz, something else, make Chimera, pop a card, draw a card, draw 2, and then like, what's cool is it actually does a lot with your Guardian Chimera. And you make Guardian Chimera on your turn, rather than their turn a lot, which is very important. But you only play 2s of these because like these are like the worst ones to struggle like in multiples. Because like too many fusion spells will break you, and then like this, because like these cards are just like the best going second cards like, ever. Like I was talking to Sebastian before recording the video. It's like I wanted to buy extras of these just so I can have them in every deck, so I didn't have to just like swap them. Like this card should just be in everyone's deck. This out Cyphlog, this like out like any big board, out like Floodgate monsters like Fusca. In the mirror, it hits their mirror, dude. Like, this card is just so good. When you play against Sword Soul 2, you just like activate Broken Spell, chain this, negate the Baron, negate the Shijao, and then like if your deck can't play through 1 blackout, your deck sucks. Like that. And then for 1-ofs, Foolish, Coldby, and Schism. So like Called By arguably should just be banned. Like this card's crazy. Foolish is either Shaddoll, but since I played the one tragedy, this can also be in a Luber, and then a Luber will get you to Shadolls in the same vein where this can Foolish when you already have like access to a Luber. And then Schism's just like very good. It seems weird playing this in like this deck is still a go first deck, and it seems very weird to play it without what's that card? Nadir Servant. But it's also like this card will let you just like win the game for free, because like what you can do is you can go Mirror Jade, send an Albion, then use the effect, and then on your turn you can send the Albion on your turn when you do like your turn one, your standard turn one combo, and then you have a live dark for the what's it called, the Schism to make a window on their turn, and then like when you fuse from the field, like with like Branded Fusion or Shaddoll Fusion, you just get this back, or you like you get value off whatever you did. So that's the main deck. I believe it's 45 to 44. We never play 40 cards. Then onto the extra deck. Play one Apclone, two Winda, and one Construct if I can find it. Yeah, one Construct.
There it is.
Yeah, it's like these are utility, so you only really want to play one of each, and then like when does a card when does your end board? So like you have to kind of play two, because so many people will like kill the first one. But this deck also puts out a Winda hard early on their turn with like Volley or Shaddoll Fusion, and then you want to have Schism access so you can like do it again. So definitely playing two is fine, but you also have access to Lubellion for the branded stuff. So like Lubellion can always shuffle these back to like make a Mirror Jade, and then you have access to your Shaddoll. So you can watch one Lubellion because space, double Mirror Jade because you can like. Since you're playing more fusion monsters, you can't more of a fusion engine. You can go Albaz and a fusion a lot more often than you'd think. Then two Albion, because this card says get branded red, get branded opening, get branded fusion. This card going second is also very good because like it lets you put a free 25 on the board. So like you can go like Albion, or you can go branded fusion, Albaz and Snow if like you already have like the flame, and then go Albion, banish Albaz, banish. Make Lubellion, Lubellion shuffle itself back, summon win Mirror Jade, and then if you have like Shaddoll Fusion as well, like you just make constructs and win the game. They'll just die. Then for the stuff that mentions in the Albaz, I play one Titanicad and then out one Lenez, because this card can set this card gets you Albaz in the extra or in the end phase. It's like before I was playing this with the Dogma stuff because it's like, alright, cool, this can either give me Albaz or it can give me with the Dogma stuff. But like this also lets you outbake stuff like rival cybers, anything that's unaffected. This card just outs it. And Alba Lanetis, because when you send it, you get to what's it called? You get to set Shaddoll Fusion. So like sending this off Mirror Jade lets you get to Shaddoll Fusion, which is like very important. And like also worst case, if you play against dragons, you can do this funny thing where you set Albaz and they cry. Because you can contact fuse with him, so I can literally go into a full dragon board, set one, response, no response, cool, eat your board, kill your last monster, and then play the game.
Nice.
And then we got the two Despia fusions. I only had room for one of each. You don't really focus like, and where the regular Despia attack makes double this, you try to make double Winda. Like this card will make it hard for them to play the game, but when you end on double Winda, they just can't play the game. And then Quartus is really good when you're like trying to crack apart boards, especially like Sword Soul, where it's like you go normal summon a Luber or normal summon anything, and then you super poly their Shijao into this, and then they summon the big dude, and it's like they can't banish it because I get summon you a Despia, so like you'll make it 0, kill it, and then like it gets played without the blackout for free. And then for the non-Despia or Shaddoll, one Chimera and one Dracostelia. This card comes up a lot because you have fusion monsters, you play off ad libitum, and then Chimera is like the best going second card. It's good to off your Brandon Red. It's really good when you're going second to like you go. The amount of times you go pop one, draw two to dig into more fusion spells to then fuse this away is like crazy. But yeah, no, this extra deck is like very tight. That's the one problem with this list. You have to make room for these four. So like you don't get to play a lot of comfortability stuff. Like you can't play the second Rebellion. You can't play the second
Masquerade.
What's it called? Masquerade. You can't play the Proskinion. And I forgot what the other card that's cut is. But yeah, so the deck loses a lot of its extra deck flexibility. But like I think it's worth it just because like Winda will end games more quickly than not. But yeah, so that's the July deck of the month. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm definitely gonna be trying this deck more once the element comes out, because that deck is gonna be very spicy along with Spite. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, we're only, I believe, comes out August 4th, 5th, right? So
yeah,
right.
It's pretty recent, I'd say.
Yeah, so we are literally like a month away from a tier 0 format potentially. So we'll see what happens when the time comes. But as far as I'm concerned, we're not really expecting on the ban list before then. So who really knows what's going to be happening when that time comes, right?
Yeah, no, the next list is not until like December. So it's gonna be a very interesting. Yeah, December. It's no sooner than December. I think no sooner than Christmas.
That's what it said?
Yeah.
My goodness, so many decks coming out. And then we got Mr. Rune coming up, and that's going to be a cancerous deck, but that's a topic for a different video.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for coming on the channel, Rob. Appreciate you so much. Guys, if you guys have any questions regarding this deck or the Shaddoll branded variant, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. If you guys like, not just like, if you guys love Rob coming on the channel, make sure you smash the like button, because there is no love button just yet. We're working on that one, but subscribe for more videos, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.